So did you recently upgrade your Mac computer to the latest version of macOS? Are you experiencing issues while using it? Are some of the applications no longer working as expected? Or you just simply unimpressed by it and you just want to go back to the way things were? Well, this is the video for you.
YouTube, welcome to Geek Shh.
All right, so first thing first, even though we will be going from macOS Tahoe back to Sequoia, this video will serve as a guide for all future versions of macOS. Second, you don't want to go more than 2 versions back from the latest version of macOS. Those versions no longer get security updates, which in turn will make your computer vulnerable. Separate and apart from that, you can only go back as far as the version that initially came with your Mac computer. So an example would be the M4 Mac Mini can't go further than macOS Sequoia. So now that we got that out the way, let's get started. First thing we want to do is head to the App Store and search for macOS Sequoia or whichever version of macOS that you're looking for, and go ahead and download it. Then we're going to verify that it's in our application folder once it's done. So now we're going to go ahead and pull out our flash drive. You're going to need one with at least 32 gigs to be on the safe side. Now I didn't have one with that much storage available, so I decided to grab one of my SSDs with an enclosure that I had lying around and use that instead. Now you want to go ahead and plug it in and head over to this utility, erase it and format it as journaled, and then rename it to MyVolume. Then we're going to open up Terminal and copy and paste the command that I have in the description. Then we're going to go ahead and type our password. Now don't worry about not being able to see your password as you type it because you're not supposed to. After that, we're going to go ahead and press Y to continue. So it's going to take about a minute or two to build, and then we're going to go ahead and verify it in the Finder window. So we basically have everything ready. So the next step is to go ahead and shut down that computer. Now, before we get to the next part, a quick word from today's sponsor. So, are you in the market for a hub for your M4 Mac Mini or M4 Mac Mini Pro? Do you need 10 gigabits per second, extra USB ports, SD and micro SD card readers, as well as a headphone jack? But most importantly, do you want to have dedicated HDMI and display ports? Well, the company Mini Sapporo has the perfect match for you. The Mini 4 Max has a sleek aluminum design, which complements your Mac Mini while taking on the same form factor to sit comfortably underneath. The company states it has the ability to go up to 4K 60 Hz through the HDMI port, while also giving you the ability to do up to 144 Hz through the display port. The company also boasts that it has no Wi-Fi interference. So why are you waiting? Check the link in the description to order your Mini 4 Max by Mini Sapporo today. Once again, that's Mini 4 Max by Mini Sapporo today. And last but not least, I have to genuinely thank Mini Sapporo for sponsoring today's video because it allows me to make this great content for you. And we're back. So with the computer shut off, we're going to press and hold the power button until we get into recovery mode. Once there, press Options and Continue. Then select User and enter password. Then select Disk Utility. Then we're going to go ahead and select Macintosh HD. Click Erase. Then we're going to click Erase again. And then we click Erase Mac. Then we're going to pause right here because this is very important. Before we do erase and restart, I need you to understand something. This will permanently erase anything that's on your hard drive. Now, the only way for you to restore from a time machine backup is if you have a backup from the operating system that you're installing. So, for example, we went from Tahoe to Sequoia. That means if we want to restore from a time machine backup, it has to be one from Sequoia. You cannot do a time machine backup of Tahoe and then try to restore it on Sequoia. That's not how it works. I just wanted to make sure everyone was clear on that. So let's go ahead and click Erase and Restart, and then let's hold that power button once again as we're booting up to get into recovery mode again. All right, so as we enter recovery mode again, we'll go ahead and click on Install macOS Sequoia or whichever version of macOS that you're installing. Then we'll go ahead and go through the whole install process. I'm going to go ahead and skip through all this, and then eventually we'll get to the desktop, which should be macOS Sequoia or whichever version that you're installing. All right, so once again, I want to go ahead and thank Mini Sapporo for sponsoring today's video. My name is DeMarco Payne for Geek Shh. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And last but not least, may the good news be yours.